Hello, 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 dirty trucking, dirty trucking. Oh, as you can see, Pep Boys. It's a Gratiot 219. And of course, they go through that same skit when it comes to getting repairs. I'm always coming at a time when they repair guys going on break or taking a break or something like that. So, here's the deal. This Pep Boys, I called earlier today about the issue, and they told me they didn't work on his car. But Hertz has an account with Pep Boys. They kept talking about they don't do Uber cars. This account with Hertz. I told them that. Told me they don't work on it. They only do Lyft. Called the other Pep Boys, another location. He said they do. So I came, called this guy back. He said you do. You're on one of their approved vendor accounts. You do. So, that was earlier today. Let me tell you what running around, giving people the back and forth leads to. Now, it's 219. The mechanic that they need to certified to do these inspections is going on break. Won't be back to 3:30. So now I got to sit here and wait till he come back. I tried calling Firestone. Like I said, the one by my house. Talking about they couldn't get nobody in until Monday. The Firestone down the street here from Hertz Rental Car. Talking about possibly Friday. I called Pep Boys in Sterling Heights. He said no. Now that's the location Hertz told me to call. They said no. Hertz also told me to call the Firestone in Sterling Heights. Said one of their male drivers went over there and came back with the inspection paper. No problem. They have no problems. Early this morning, I called this place. I could have had the inspection paper. It'd been right here prior to your mechanic going on break. That's the problem with these shops. You got one person certified to do a certain thing. That one person can't do a shitload of cars. When that one person go on break, now you got motherfuckers sitting around waiting. Because you only got one person that's certified to do inspections, and check some batteries, and stuff like that. And that's the problem I usually face at these shops. We face it in trucking. We hear it all the time. Well, our mechanic going on break. So you got to sit around for hours. That's why I don't like going to shops. You ain't got no fast lane. And if you do got a fast lane, you only got one mechanic working it. That mechanic getting all the money. When he gonna break, they got to wait. We got to wait. We got to wait a long time. They love telling you, you're going to have to wait a minute. You're going to wait a long time. Tell you what the Firestone did. I called Firestone prior to this on East Point. Up there by Macomb Mall. Now, the Firestone at Macomb Mall is the one I called that told me they couldn't get nobody in on Friday. I called around. I accidentally called them back. The guy said, we can get you in. It's probably going to be a little minute, but we can get you in. And then I started driving there. I thought it was a different location. When I realized where he was, I said, no, this is a location. Told me you couldn't get me into Friday. Why am I going here? So I called Bell Tire up here in Roseville. Sure, we can get you in. Bring it on in. I drove down there for the guy at the counter to tell me, well, if you need you need a specific mechanic to work on this, and we might not be able to get it in till tomorrow. But you just told me to bring it down here today. Don't lie to me to get me there, to look at your face, be in front of you, and then you turn around talking about some other bullshit. This is a simple inspection. That's it. If there's a bad battery on here, get it off. Why is you making it so difficult? I could do the inspections if I was certified. This is the part I don't like about shops. Now, it's 2:23. I've been out here since, 10 o'clock? Dealing with this on the phone, arguing back and forth with Uber for about an hour, 2 hours maybe. Driving, calling, trying to find, where can you get an inspection now? Ain't nobody. They booked. Well, they got one mechanic. Or like the Firestone near me told me, they only had one mechanic. The other mechanic was out. How you only got two mechanics in a shop? and you got all these cars coming there, and you only got 2 motherfucking mechanics. That don't make goddamn sense. That sound like you trying to hog all the money for yourself. And that's selfish. You got all them cars coming to your goddamn shop, and you talking about you got 2 mechanics. You got 20 cars out there. We might not get back to it today. No wonder you ain't getting to it today. You ain't properly staffed to get to it today. Your time frame and the way you work is not to get to it today. Your time frame is to drag it out so you can get them state mandatory hours you can get, they say, for doing that shit. It should be a quick lane for inspections. Inspections are quick. Check the tread dip, turn the blinkers on, flash the light, blow the horn. This one, make sure the seat work. I don't know why they want to make sure the seat work. Make sure the seat work. But this one got an additional issue. Check the batteries. Make sure the batteries. Go ahead and check the batteries. Why do you got to wait hours for that? You got to wait hours for that shit. So it's 2:25. Sitting out in the parking lot. Because the mechanic at Pepper's, who told me earlier they don't service this car, told me some incorrect information. And I could have been here earlier with the inspection sheet. Probably been done and out by now. So now, all these shops, it was going to be a wait. Still making appointments. You got so many cars in and so many mechanics. Now, Firestone, each of their bays got mechanics. But they got so many goddamn cars. Everybody needing work. You should have a quick lane for certain shit. Your quick lane for oil change, a couple quick lanes for inspections. And then that major work, yeah, then that's when you get your, them other bays for your mechanics. But you should have quick lanes for simple shit. Nobody should have to wait hours for inspection that's considered a quick job. Now, depending on what's causing the issue with this battery, because I told you the check engine was coming on. It's out now. But I think that's coming on because it's talking about change engine oil soon. So after I get through with this inspection and run the car, by the weekend, it's time for to get the engine oil changed. When we could do it all at once. They don't think like that. It's got to be the actual mileage for them to do it. So they like telling people, you got to wait. The mechanic ain't here. And their favorite line is they on break. We can't get to it today. Who the hell want to be dealing with a shop like that? Your car is needing service, and they talking about you got to wait a week, days. Where the fuck the shops at? Could get you in and out today. Where the motherfuckers at? We can ride up. That ain't on no appointment basis. First come, first serve. Where the fuck y'all at? Because I'm tired of dealing with this shit. I'm sitting out here in the lot dealing with somebody that told me that we got to wait for the mechanic that certified to do the inspections to come off break. Because apparently you only got one mechanic that's certified to do the inspections. When I thought all mechanics are certified if you're working on these cars. Ain't they all supposed to be certified? So you only got one goddamn mechanic certified to do the inspection on the car. So I walked around and looked at all the tires. Cause they like to play tire games. When I went to the Bell Tire last time, started having all these issues with tires and shit. So I looked at the tires on here, the treads are damn near new. And I better have no problems when I pull out here with this shit. If that woman at Uber hadn't put this shit on there, I wouldn't be sitting there. But the car cut off over there at 7-Eleven. And it cranked back up. So you see I'm at Pep Boys. It cranked back up. The car was on the incline. It cranked back up. I rolled it back. And it cranked. But the problem is, when you turn the engine on, that auto stop feature automatically turns on. So I don't like the feature. Keep it off. But whatever it is, it's something drained on here. So I done found out that there's a separate battery on here for that auto start stop. And that battery may be going bad. Maybe that's what the problem is. Or maybe it's just doing that because the battery's bad, and when that feature kicks on, that's why the car didn't want to start. It's cutting it off because it's going dead. I don't know. But I'm tired. They gave me a problematic car. Then now I got to deal with the shop. Ain't going to make no money today because when they get through with it, I'm not doing shit but going home. I ain't made no money in 2 damn days. $40 yesterday. That's all. $44. That's it. Enough to get a goddamn hot dog and a slush. I'm sick of this shit. I wouldn't be going through this if that man that had the car before me had told him he was having that issue and got them to look at this damn car. No, he drove it. Probably to the point where he got tired of dealing with it. Brought it back up there. Turned it in. Gave it to me. Because they gave me an electric car at first. I didn't want one of them. I'd be damned if I be in an electric car dealing with this type of shit. You know what kind of hell you go through if an electric car go out like this car did? I don't want no electric car. They out here trying to push these electric vehicles on people. I don't want that. You got this auto start feature. I don't like it. I don't want that. It's aggravating. Now I'm sitting up here. Can't get the car worked on because the mechanic done went on break. I got to wait here. When I talked to this place earlier, and I could have been in here, had he been not telling me they didn't work on his car, I could have been here. Pep Boys is one of Hertz approved vendors. Had he not told me they didn't work on the cars here, I'd have been here earlier. Been done and gone. Now I'm sitting out here in the parking lot, running the car, charging my phone until 3:30. I go back in there and write it up and fucking wait some more. That's why I got out of trucking. I'm telling you, this is the second thing I hate outside of one truck. Is dealing with fucking shops. Don't give me no problematic car. Don't give me no car that's breaking down. Don't give me none of that shit. That guy that brought this car in should have told him it was having that issue. That it was cutting off. He probably was just dealing with it. Don't make no sense. So I gotta wait till 3:30 to go get in there so them write it up and be here probably the rest of the damn day. They want me sitting around all day. They want me sitting around here all day. Sorry about that. I was looking at that Pep Boy truck bag up and the door wasn't all the way up. They want me sitting around all day. They love telling me it's going to be a long time. It don't have to be a long time. I wish I ran a shop. It wouldn't be a long time. I would be getting them in, getting them out, and then be getting it done right way. It wouldn't have to be a long time. That's what the men like to tell me. How long it's going to be. You got to wait. You got to this. We don't do this. When you do. Wasting more time. I don't like people that waste his time. I don't like people that causes unnecessary bills. I don't like people that tell you to go get something done that probably don't need done. If the features stay off, it works fine. But now that it cut off at 7-11, right after the feature turned on and it was on the incline, if it's the battery, get that motherfucker out of there. Change the battery. What's wrong with this goddamn car? Because Hertz don't have one to put me in. That's why I wanted my own car. But thanks to drive time, this is what I'm still dealing with. I'm tired of this shit. This is aggravating. I don't like it. And I'm sick of it. This is costing me money. Dirty trucking out.